Yeah. Big JTV, like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building with me, man. Appreciate the members. Appreciate y'all who are supporting on Patreon, man. And feel free to join me on those platforms, man. Best way to support your boy. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about this goofy, and he is a goofy, Stephen A. Smith, man. See, when this guy's not trying to be president of the United States, he tries to do a sports show where he accuses somebody of being sensitive when he is one of the most thin-skinned guys in sports media, bro. He's one of the most thin-skinned people in sports media. Why do I bring that up? I bring that up because Tyrese Haliburton, in the clip I probably played at the beginning, or I might play right now a little bit, was basically saying, hey, the media and its narratives, I don't care for them that much.
Yeah, I think the commentary is always going to be what it is. You know, most of the time, the talking heads on the major platforms, I couldn't care less, honestly. Like, what do they really know about basketball? But I think as a group, and watching film myself, seeing where I can get better is important.
Well, it's a fair point. Why is it a fair point? Because the media disrespected him, obviously, and the Pacers' entire team by basically saying they had no shot in winning the NBA Finals, that they were bombs. They had already given the title to OKC. They had already crowned SGA. They had done a script writing ceremony and said it was over before it even began. So when Haliburton, is talking about the media, he's not talking about you, Stephen A. Smith. He's talking about the entire NBA mainstream media ecosystem, bruh. Even on Gil's Arena, shout out Gil's Arena, one of my favorite basketball shows to watch. They did not see the Pacers winning, bruh. They did not. A lot of them did. Shout out to Gil, he kind of saw it. But most of the people in the cast, they were like, no, this is OKC's turn. So I'm going to play you a video now I'm going to show you a video of Stephen A. Smith being thin-skinned as an MF for reacting to Tyrese Haliburton's comment. Let's go.
Let's get to Haliburton, because this bothers me, Magic. I'm going to tell you why it bothers me. First of all, the media includes folks who played. Charles Barkley played. Kenny Smith played. Shaq played. Kendrick Perkins played.
Right.
Jay Williams played. Right. Markeith and Marcus Morris played. So, first of all, let's get that out the way. We're not going to question their knowledge about basketball. Mm-hmm. And you can try to question mine all you want to. I've been covering the NBA for 30 years. Good luck with that. Yeah. But here's my problem. It's the sensitivity, Magic. We're talking about a Tyrese Haliburton. You're averaging 20.8 points a game on 48% shooting in wins. You're averaging 12.6 points on 43% shooting in losses. So the subject has been about whether or not he's a superstar and all of this other stuff, which I don't believe he is. Yeah. He's the guy I wanted the Knicks to draft years ago. He's a damn good player.
Right.
It was the media that came out and said, you're not overrated. It was your peers who voted you overrated, not the media. You see how slick these dudes get? They try to point into the media. No, it's your colleagues. It's your contemporaries, right, present and former, who were questioning you. People like myself and others, other than the actual superstar debate, have done nothing but rave about Tyrese Haliburton. So the heightened level of sensitivity that you want to give off, like Magic said, focus on the damn finals. You ain't win it yet. You still got two to go.
And that's the issue here. Stephen A. literally thinks he's bigger than the program. Now look, is he literally bigger than the program, which is First Take? Yes, because he's an executive producer. He actually, you know what I'm saying? He's everybody there at that table who's working is because of him. He recommended them, or he basically hired them. Molly, I know we don't want Molly there no more, but she's the reason that Molly's still there. Jay Will, the Morrisons, all of those people are his guys. So when Stephen A. goes in his ego and says some dumb, stupid, irresponsible-ish, they don't even want to fight back because they know this is low-key their boss. That's why a lot of the times Shannon Sharp didn't argue too much with Stephen A. They tag team because That's low-key his boss. Let's just keep it a bean. That's what's going on here. Okay? And unfortunately, because Stephen A doesn't have somebody like a Skip Bayless, or somebody like even a Max Kellerman, he's less interested in having debates than having a big microphone. This is another blasphemous series of comments Stephen A said. Check the content.
And oh, by the way, just in case he was talking about me, my brother, I'm not going away.
No, you're not.
I'm going to be here for a while. You read the news? I'm going to be here for a while. So next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, I'm going to be here. And players far more accomplished and far more superior have made their efforts trying to call me out. How has that worked out?
And at this point, this is what I'm saying that Stephen A thinks he's bigger than the program. Disney writes your checks. Disney controls you. What am I talking about? There's certain things that Stephen A can't even do or say on his podcast platform, which he claims is independent. It's not. It's backed, sponsored. He can't say on his own platform because he's signed to Disney. An easy example of this was when he went off on Jason Whitlock. He went off on Jason Whitlock, but guess what? He had to talk to his boss, Jimmy Pitaro, to get the go-ahead. If you have to talk to somebody to give you the green light to say what you got to say, that individual or that group of individual owns you. So no, he's not bigger than the program. If Stephen A right now has a sex scandal, he is going to be fired. I'm sorry to say this. We just seen that happen with Shannon Sharp. You don't think that they wanted Shannon Sharp to be up? Whatever happened, I don't know. Let it happen in the court, whether true or not, I don't know. But Shannon Sharp himself done got put down, and even the YouTube algorithm, they took him out of the algorithm. Look at the numbers before his scandal and look at the numbers now. They are literally shadow banning Unc. I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, he thinks he's bigger than the program. And that's what annoys me about Stephen A. Smith. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments, man. Shout out to the Pacers, man. They are breaking narratives and turning up on these fools. Shout out to them. Big J TV. Like, comment, sub, I'm out.